Good morning, students. Myself, Reena Tripathi, B.Ed third semester, RKG Educational College, Omek City, Lucknow. Subject English, Class 6. Today we will discuss about natural resources of India. Introduction. Nature has provided bountiful resources surrounding us for sustenance of a better life. Thus, any part of our natural environment, such as land, water, air, minerals, forest, grassland, wildlife, fish, or even human population that man can utilize to promote his welfare, may be considered as natural resources. These resources, along with human resources and capital, play a crucial role for expansion to national output, which ultimately drives towards economic development. Hence, the existence uh, or the absence of favorable natural resources can facilitate or threaten natural resources include land, forest, wildlife resources, fisheries, water resources, energy resources, marine resources, and mineral resources. These resources are these resources are usually known to man, but nature possesses more in its bosom, which is still undiscovered. For example, the vast resources of solar, wind, tidal, and um, geothermal energy are yet to be fully discovered and utilized. Man is required to develop scientific techniques for their proper utilization. The process of economic development. Out of all those natural resources, some are inhabitable or non-renewable type, such as minerals and oils, which can be used only one time. Once exhausted, and they are depleted completely. But some others, like land, water, fisheries, and forest, are renewable or non-exhaustible in nature. If proper care is taken, they can be utilized endlessly. Hence, for sustainable development, careful use of the exhaustible resources and maintenance of the quality of renewable resources are needed. For that, certain objectives should be followed. Objective for natural resources development. Conservation of renewable resources and economic use of exhaustible resources for sustainable development. Multi-purpose use for resources. Much emphasis should be given on development of non-conventional energy resources. Natural resources are resources that exist without any action of humankind. This includes all valued characteristics such as commercial and industrial use, aesthetic value, scientific interest, and cultural value. On Earth, it includes sunlight, atmosphere, water, land, along with all vegetarian and animal life. Natural resources can be part of our natural heritage or protected in nature reserves. Particular areas as the rainforest uh, in Fatu Hiva are often characterized by the biodiversity and geodiversity existent in their ecosystem. Natural resources may be further classified in different ways. economic use of resources to achieve minimum waste, environmental impact assessment for new projects. Nature of balance should not be disturbed through exploitation of natural resources. Land resources. The total land area of India is of 30 to 80 uh, India is of 30 to 87 to 62 square kilometers kms, but state but statistical information is available for only 93% of total area. Out of this, the productive or cultivable land is only 47%. Rest 19% comes under forest, 9% as fallow land, 11% as cultivable wasteland, and others. Figures of availability of arable land per capita reveal that India is not favorably placed in this respect. When India accounts for 15% of world population, it possesses only 2.4% of the land surface of the world. Hence, effort should be taken to increase cultivable area. Now it is trying to add follow fallow lands and cultivable wasteland, which account for 20% to net area sown, and to increase the area under double cropping using modern scientific techniques. Forest resources. Forests are an important renewable natural resources that contribute substantially to economic development. They provide raw materials to a number of important industries, namely matchboxes, paper, newsprint, rayon, furniture, construction, tanning, etc. Apart from timbers and woods, forests are rich sources of varieties of valuable plants for medicines, spices, dyes, bamboo, canes, grasses like gums, tanning materials, etc. From checking of wood and soil erosion to wildlife protection, rainfall, human recreation, watersheds, and balance of nature, forests play a major role in enhancing quality of environment. The total area under forest is of 752.9 lakh hectares, which is 19% of the total geographic Earth. This area is gradually decreasing year after year due to deforestation. On the basis of legal status, forests are classified uh, into reserve 53%, protected 30%, and unclassed, unclassed 70%. Forests. Forest area is concentrated in few states like Assam, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, and a few union territories, but it is differentiated in northern India. There is a need to develop forest areas in the entire country. Forest policy. The forest area is decreasing very fast day by day. Hence, the government of India declared its forest policy in 1952 to increase the forest areas. According to this policy, it was decided to raise steadily the forest area to 33% for the country as a whole, 60% area under the forest for hilly regions and for plains to bring this area to 20%. 1952 forest policy was again revised in 1988, and the main objective of the revised forest policy of 1988 is protection, conservation, and afforestation. It emphasizes on substantial increase in forest tree cover through massive forestation and social forestry programs, maintenance of environmental stability through preservation and restoration of ecological balance. Next, conservation of natural heritage. Check on soil erosion and, and denudation in catchment areas of rivers, lakes, and uh, reservoirs. Check on extension of sand dunes in desert areas of Rajasthan. Steps to meet requirement of fuel, food, fodder, and mineral forest produce of rural and tribal population. Increase in productivity of forest to meet national needs. Steps to generate massive people's awareness to achieve objectives and minimize pressure on existing forests. The Department of Forest Government of India has given much emphasis on afforestation and development of wasteland, reforestation and plantation in the existing forest, prohibition of grazing and elimination of forest contractors. In Now we will discuss about the importance of natural resources. Everything materials in our culture ultimately comes from natural resources. For example, coal, oil, soil, water, land minerals, forests and timber, and air we breathe. The role natural resources has on earth is imperative indeed. That is why that is why it's so important for us to all have some accountability and why we need to protect and respect our environment. First, nature helps to maintain the environmental balance and satisfy the needs to the fullest. Second, a wide range of industrial materials and biological materials from plant and animal directly or indirectly are used in production and in the manufacturing of medicine. Next, resources are known as capital converted to commodity inputs to infrastructural capital process. Next, these are the three R concept. Three R means reduce, reuse, and recycle. An example is paper. Our used paper will reuse by recycling it and turn it into a new paper product. Next, resources are important for the development of any country. For example, to generate energy, one need fossil fuels, and for industrial development, we require mineral resources. Next, irrational consumption and over uh, utilization of natural resources has led to socio-economic and environmental problems. Next, natural resources are available in fixed quantity and they are non-renewable re, renewable Next, natural resources are getting scarce with the increasing population, so it is essential to conserve them. This empowers us as well as our future generations to utilize the natural resources to the full extent. It takes millions of mm, it takes millions of years for the formation of natural resources. Next, they play a vital role in the economic development of the country, enriching agriculture, trade, imports and exports, etc. People do not make natural resources but gather them from the earth. Examples of natural resources are air, water, wood, oil, wind, energy, hydroelectric energy, iron, and coal. For example, soil, sunlight, water, and wood are renewable resources. Thank you.